Welcome back to Obsolete Automotive. I'm Austin, and you're watching episode 4 of the Montana to Carolina cross-country road trip in the 63 Chrysler Newport. It's a 2,400-mile drive. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the episodes 1 through 3 so you kind of get the whole journey from start to end. Destination for the day is the Pioneer Auto Show, which is right in Murdo. It's a huge museum. You see the signs for it for miles and miles and miles before you even get to it. It has a long green car. And essentially it's a car museum, but it's more than a car museum. It's cars, trucks, motorcycles, antiques, weapons, toys, instruments. They have a whole little miniature town as well. So there's a lot to see there. I kind of blasted through it because I was little bit of a time crunch, so I kind of went through very quickly, saw a lot of things that I wanted to see, but obviously could have spent more time. But I originally told myself I was only going to be there for 30 minutes to an hour, and as things go, I actually ended up being there over 2 hours. I just like looking at the old stuff. But if you got plenty of time, definitely worth spending a good amount of time there. After the auto museum, the Pioneer Auto Show, I then go to the Akta Lakota Museum, which is in Chamberlain, South Dakota. And what that is a museum that showcases history, artifacts, everything from clothing to weapons to tools to things like what Indians did with buffalo. So it's a whole museum dedicated to the Lakota Indians, and it's housed at a Catholic Indian school, which basically created this museum to kind of showcase history of the Native American culture and all that. So it's a free museum. I do like free museums, and so if you like history, things like that, you'll probably want to stop in. Like I said, it's free, so you can't really beat that. They do have a gift shop where you can buy things that were actually made by Native Americans. You can buy everything from dream catchers to books to arrows. So there's all kinds of stuff there. You can actually talk to Native Americans there that are working there. There's usually someone working at the gift shop, so you can talk to them. I talked with the one guy for a little bit. He was telling me different stories and stuff. So it's really neat to just kind of talk to people one-on-one, learn about their culture, their history. So if you like I said, American history and things of this sort, then you'll definitely want to stop in. I kind of did like a short run through the museum. I didn't want to be too disruptive. There was a lot of people there, so I kind of kept my filming at a minimum, but you kind of get an idea of some of the displays, some of the artifacts and history and stuff that's shown in the museum. So if you're going to be going through Chamberlain, South Dakota, you might want to stop in, check it out. Chamberlain also has a really cool truss bridge that goes across the river there. And I saw it when I was going west and going back east. I was going to plan on driving the old 2-lane and go across that bridge into town, but it kind of slipped my mind, and I saw it as on the new bridge as I was going across. So I basically go in and turn around and go through town and go across that bridge just to drive back across it because, you can't, miss a good bridge. So you kind of see a little bit of the town there, and there's a lot of old signs and stuff. I didn't really explore much in that town. Like I said, I was on a little bit of a time crunch. From there, I'm just driving. So the next episode is going to be a lot more driving and some more historical stops. So you'll definitely want to check that out. Anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it. Check out my Instagram at Obsolete Automotive, as well as some of the other things I got, such as my Facebook discussion group, Patreon, things like that. All that stuff will be down in the description. And like I said, if you like the video, be sure to subscribe. You can hit the little button down there, whichever side of the screen it ends up being on, and subscribe to the channel. A lot more videos coming, a lot more road trips planned in the future, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, enjoy episode 4. Well, it's morning time, and cold pizza is breakfast. I actually prefer my leftover pizza cold. Does anyone else? This pizza was okay, but I think part of the problem is you can see that each slice only had one piece of ham and a little bit of pineapple. Probably why I didn't have a whole lot of flavor, honestly. Well, I'm pretty sure Ford corporate does not like this Ford dealership. It doesn't match their aesthetic or whatever. Another post office stop. The Murdo Coyote newspaper, serving the area since 1904. Oh, this old hotel over here. The Gem Hotel. Street Grill and Pizza, also Casablanca restaurant. Can't get over this Ford. I guess it's a Ford dealer. I thought about eating at this Star restaurant, but maybe it's not open anymore. It wasn't open yesterday, it's not open this morning, so odd. Spur's not open either. Looks like a whole lot of places are open in the morning here. Guess we'll swing in here to the Pioneer Auto Show since we're here. I'd wondered if this car that was all on their signs existed, and I guess it does. Okay, does this thing actually drive though?
Been here 50 years now. rocket. It's been kind of a tradition. We've got the floating rock here. It's Thomas. It's a volcanic after floating here for 50 years. We have to change the rocket, but never the rock. And probably one of the very best of the early cars is taking to Oldsmobile, the one they wrote the song about, My Merry Oldsmobile. As you go through, we don't own it. It comes from movies that we wrote. It's made from charter famous. They probably wrecked over 200 on the TV show. Jennifer.
I don't think I've ever seen one of these wood grain Buick wagons in person. North Carolina's represented. Second one of these Messerschmitts I've seen this summer. Where you go, I go. It's a lot of toy fire trucks. Marble machine. Oh, there's the Chrysler there. Oh, dang. Not a gambling machine. Lucky souvenir vendor only. These are always cool, seeing all the different spark plugs. Seaberg, what do they call them, trash cans? Surprised I haven't seen the Tonka trash truck that I had when I was a kid. Dolly Parton had a pinball machine? Oh, look at this. Yo. Oh, that DeLorean sign. Judge. Yeah, I don't think I've really ever seen a Plymouth Prowler. Oh, I said that weird. Plymouth Prowler, like up close and in person. I've seen them on the road a few times, but always kind of cracks you up that like that looks like the same shifter that was in a Plymouth Neon. Probably because it was, actually. They got this like miniature town in here. go in the pickup display. Oh, that's old. Oh, little red Express there. I always thought these things were kind of neat. Old Toyotas. Oh, cool. Swept side Dodge. These have station wagon quarter panels grafted onto them. I think they only did them for, like 3 years or so, but basically a pickup truck, Dodge pickup, but they grafted Dodge two-door station wagon quarter panels on the sides to give it a more sporty look, I guess you'd say. Always kind of wanted one of those. Oh, another Dodge. Pilot House, always liked these too. And I do really want an old wrecker. I think that would be cool. This is rare, one of those terraplane pickups. Oh, neat. 3-year tour, ocean to ocean, then around the world. They actually drove this. $16,000 home on wheels. You look up what $16,000 in 1921 or whenever this was today, in today's money. That's crazy. I just noticed the glass is beveled. Be neat to look through the photo album there. Oh, 1921 motorhome. Okay. Imagine driving this all around the world. Old 4-wheel drive conversion on this Ford. Oh, got the tracks and skis. One of these days I'd like to get one of these 20s or 30s vehicles just to putt around in, experience, I guess you could say. Yeah, there's a whole motorcycle collection too. all these Darren Roadsters. Guess there was something in here. It's not in there anymore. We got a huge collection of electronics, radios, cameras. I take photos with one of those brownies like that. And I got a bunch of these Polaroid land cameras. Got the predictor there. Oh, hear that. Is that like a dealer display at your Rambler dealer or something? Kind of neat. Uh-oh, I see it. Right there. 58 Plymouth. Hey there. Never really seen a motorcycle in its own box before. Imagine driving this thing down the road. Oh, I got one of these, Big Red. That's what people want to see. They literally have cars everywhere. This car has always been in the area. Oh, and that's how you know you're going places. Got the Pioneers in the back. Wow, there's more. I guess there's 18 in here. (1925) Rickenbacker. Ooh, this one's got a V8. I think the Golden Gate Bridge is supposed to be red. Oh, the Stutz. 1921 Moon. Don't think I've ever heard of this brand. Made in St. Louis, Missouri. Interesting. The Franklin. I guess there's 19 Kaiser Willys Overland automobiles in here. Looks like I only count 16. But I'm really wanting to see that cord down there. Locomobile. Not often did you get to see two cords in one spot. I'd love to have one of these, but don't think I'll ever be able to afford one. Solar race car. Stanley Steamer. So I guess this wasn't all Willys Oberlin. Dodge touring car. You know, for some reason I see a lot of these Dodge touring cars of this vintage. Wow, it does just keep going. I do have the handy sidewalk so you know where to go. Snowmobiles, tractors. Now, I have always liked these Jeepsters too. I think it'd be fun to own one. That's an interesting one. I need some buildings like this so I can store all my stuff out of the weather. Ooh, I see a DeSoto over there. The Lakota. I don't think I've ever seen one of those in person. Bunch of tractors. Oh, and a sign over here. Phone from car. Also, I just noticed that. Two nostalgia cars. Volkswagen thing. Avanti. I have always wanted one of these too, just to try out. AMX and a scrambler over here. Oh, nice. Airflow. Got some Edsels here. Oh, car top carrier. I got one of those. Not that exact one, but similar. The DeSoto. Oh, got that crew cab Dodge pickup. Look at that Subaru. Man, that thing's tiny. Ranchero. Ooh, the Pinto. Couple Corvairs. An Eagle. Ooh, Citroen. These are like very quintessential, I guess you'd say. I want to say I had a matchbox of a Citroen model. I think it was maybe a newer one than that. The Mustang 2. And a Frazier. Like hit and miss engines, boat motors, lawn mowers. Here it all is. Wow, it's a collection of sirens, fire extinguishers. And a whole train station. Movie projectors and such. Old wheelchairs. P17 belly tank. This was in use till 1956. Go in my second caboose of the trip. (1906) Chicago Milwaukee Railroad train caboose. Smoother than X-Lax. Guess it doesn't work anymore. (1906) Homesteader Shack from Jones Country. I wonder if it was Jones County. Imagine living in this. This homestead shack cost $45 in 1906. To look up what that would be in today's money. Then we go back the way we came. All right. Now it's time to hit the road. Oop, and I'm losing stuff. The Pioneer Auto Show is definitely worth stopping at if you're going to be going through here. If you like cars, there's plenty to see here. If you like tractors, trucks, antiques, toys, signage, you name it, they pretty much got it here. So there's kind of a little bit of everything. If you like old stuff, you'll love this place. So I recommend coming. They got the small little town there, and there's a gift shop with all kinds of different stuff, and as well as a cafe, so you can eat here as well. So like I said, worth stopping at. I'm glad that I did. So now I'm going to try to see where I can get to today. I still need to find a place to stay tonight. As always, trying to find cool vintage places to stay at, so we'll see what we come up with. Anyways, about to depart Murdo, South Dakota, heading east. Let's see where we get to. As you can see, it's a pretty big facility.
Friday at 176.82, December down 252 at 176.32, February down 245 at 177.
I forgot about this bridge, so I got off the interstate and I'm going back across this river just so I can go across this old truss bridge here. Literally turn around and go back across, but it's worth it for a good bridge. We're on the business route, I-90, headed into Chamberlain, South Dakota. to this Akta Lakota Museum. I guess the entrance is up here. I guess I could have parked right there. Oh, that looks difficult. Hold the needle up and toss the bones in order to get them to go down the string. I remember doing this with string and a button from a shirt. The Akta Lakota Museum here was worth stopping at. Pretty cool. It's got a lot of interesting Native American history and exhibits. There's also a gift shop with a lot of things that were made by Native Americans. This is part of the, I think it was the St. Joseph school. So they basically had this Indian school for a long time, and this is part of their campus here. So there's a little history about the Indian school and such in the museum as well. Anyways, going to hit the road and keep going east. Some cool signs here. Charlie's Restaurant Cocktails. Dang.
It temps down to 51, north winds 5 to 10. Sunny for Friday with a high near 80 expected. East-northeast winds 5 to 10. Clear Friday night, temps down to 50 degrees. Wind gust upward on 20. Looking at Saturday's forecast, sunshine with a high of 84. Southeast winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. Clear on the overnight in south central South Dakota with temps down to 50 degrees. North winds 6 to 11, gusting as high as 20. Sunny for Friday, stay cooler. Friday's high of 78. Northeast winds 5 to 9.
Well, I hope you enjoyed episode 4 of the cross-country trip in the 63 Newport. Like I said, it mainly focused on the 2 museums and kind of get a lot of historical stuff jam-packed in this episode. A lot of walk around the museums. So hope you enjoyed the things to see in those museums, and it maybe give you motivation to check them out yourself. There's tons of stuff to do along the route in South Dakota. I couldn't even possibly do it all. I just don't have enough time. If I had unlimited time, unlimited budget, I would just stop at every single place. There's so much cool things, or at least things that I find cool. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, if you made it this far and you're watching this in whatever you want to call it, closing statements, give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking the button down at the bottom of the screen. And check out my Instagram at Obsolete Automotive. That's where I kind of post more of my day-to-day things. And also check out my Patreon and Facebook discussion group. And there's some other links and stuff that I'll post down in the description, which will show things like the museums that I went to and whatnot. So be sure to check out that. And again, glad you watched the video and enjoyed it. And there's more coming, so stay tuned and catch you on the next one.